Good afternoon, everyone.
Hey, she must be the money.
That's fucked. Whoops. Mute that. Sorry about that. It's not Friday anymore. That was from yesterday. And I think we're going to have to go ahead and... Yeah, I think that'll work for now. Okay, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Lunar, Maximo, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon, really. It's a little late in the day to be saying good morning, huh? But we're back in the Space Center here. Here is our failed rocket from last time. How did we move up and down last time? Was it shift? Control. How did we move up and down? Good morning, Bacon. Let's blow up some rockets indeed, my friend. Okay, so middle mouse button spins it, but so does the right camera. So the middle mouse button is the exact same as the I can kind of move in and out. How did I just move up and down? I think my controls are a little spooky. Let's go ahead and just leave the VAB here and see. To the Kerbal Space Program. Kevin, how's it going? It's nighttime right now. Let's go ahead and warp speed. Faster! Faster! Whoa, 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 too fast! Alright, there we go. Ah, beautiful morning here at KSC. We've got our launch pad here, the training center, tracking station, and the VAB. So I see that there's only a VAB. We don't have our, space plane building yet. But I guess we could still try to build space planes in the VAB. But today we have one goal, and that is getting satellites in space. Oh, let me sit up here. Adjust my mic. Guess I could be a little more on camera here. Okay, so now this should be that. This should be that. That's better. Yeah, that's on the camera. Zooming in and out like that. Okay, that's working. That's a little better. Now, let's see here. We're going to need a... I guess our launch vehicle was not terrible, although it wasn't great. So let's start from scratch. First things first, we need to design our satellite, and that's going to start with a probe core. And I think that we will start with this probe core here, which is going to be that HEC-S2. Now, a few things we're going to need right off the rip. Our probe core is going to need electricity. So we're going to actually triple swing this, put some batteries on there like that. It is going to need a solar array. Ooh, look at all these cool solar panels. Oh, just put ginormous solar panels. What do these look like extended? Whoa. That looks cool. Okay. But let's just check out these, like, let's see the medium ones. I think these are the ones that look the most from the first game, right? These are going to be your Yeah. Gigantor. We've got our small guys here, our static ones, and we've got our little... I like these ones just because the way that they pop open, but these ones cannot retract. So this is something that, you know, we have to think about, because if there's ever an issue where we need to pull this satellite in or refuel it, we don't want that. So honestly, these ones looked so cool, and if we're putting big satellites out there, we might as well have good ones. So from here, these bad boys extend. They extend large. Now, let's see how they're going to interact with the actual satellite portion. Let's find our communications network. And if we're putting like one of these bad boys, see, it's going to be too big. So maybe one of these. Nah, that's too small. Okay. Now let's look here. This has a, doesn't say, max temp 600k, max temp 600k. It weighs half as much. It's got the same impact tolerance. Static antenna, good for long chats with mission control. This one is originally designed to broadcast entire symphonies to the stars, but it was reluctantly modified. Okay, so I think that this one will work. We shouldn't see an issue with it. And then it fits right inside there, which is nice also. But before we put that on, I'm going to set that to the side, because one thing we need to do is we are going to be running this thing off of Xenon. And whoa, look at these new Xenon modules we got. These are cool. Okay. Okay. Whoa, what is this? Hydrogen. Might be a little too large. 2x. Oh wow, these hydrogen ones are cool looking too. See, I was looking for something like this. This is going to be attached directly with the methalox. So this has got the... So this is the liquid fuel. This is the rocket fuel. Happy Saturday to everybody out there. What's up, Duchess? So I do want to put a little bit of rocket fuel on here for a couple of reasons. It's good to have some on board, even though we're probably not going to be using it at all, just because... Now, yeah, the donut. So the reason why I'm doing this is because, one, if we need to make an emergency burn, you know, in Kerbal it's not going to be as much of a thing, but sometimes, you know, if a satellite gets hit at a trajectory, or say there's an incoming asteroid, or it's going to collide with another satellite, they can make an emergency burn to push that out of the way. Although, with us running Xenon, I don't think if that's going to be as necessary. What I'm looking for right now, no, it's probably under electricals, generators. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so an extra small fuel cell. This will consume methalox and give electricity. So this here is going to be, ooh, what is this? Reactor puts on a steady flow of electricity for many years. The inventor was inspired. Wait, is this a goddamn nuclear reactor on the satellite? And this is a thermoelectric regulator. So what does this take? It says uranium. Wow, if that explodes, I can't imagine the explosion. But we're gonna stick with these bad boys here. We definitely only need one. Which I am just going to manually place. Right there. Yeah, that's kind of jank. Actually, you know what we're gonna do is... we're gonna place it there. Place a battery there. And another battery here. This should be lined up nice. There we go. And then that way, if in an emergency, let's say the solar is damaged or we're in complete darkness, we can turn on the generator, which will turn our rocket fuel into electricity. Yeah, so we're going to do that. We'll put our satellite back on here now, and then what we can do is we can take our rotate and translate on this bad boy. We're just going to sink that into our donut a little bit. To be honest, we're going to sink our donut down one. There we go. Yeah. All right, not a bad looking satellite. Now we have our antennae, we have our solar, we have our power and our emergency power. What we're really going to need now is xenon and our way home. Not our way home, our propulsion. So there's a few ways. How much xenon does each of these hold? 0.3, 2, 0.7. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to use this guy here on the bottom of the satellite like that. Which, to be honest, we could probably then reattach these bad boys. Oh, this is gonna look cool. Okay. So let's do it like that. We'll put it on 3 symmetry, and then we'll drop those there. They'll sit closer. Oh, look, they don't touch either. So now it's nice and packed in. Look at how tight that satellite is. And then when we get out there, these bad boys will open up. And there's our satellite, how it's going to be flying. Now that we've got some xenon, only a little bit, we could probably add some more. Honestly, what we're going to do is we're going to take these small canisters, and since we have this extra space here, we want to have a good supply of xenon. So we'll go ahead and plop that there, and we'll double this up. Like so. Now we should have a good amount of xenon on the pod. Next, we're looking at propulsion, and we're looking at the xenon engine here. Now, xenon uses electricity to burn the gas. Thrust limiter, independent throttle. Fairing enabled. I don't know what that is, but okay. What does this do? Okay. So I think that we've got ourselves a satellite. Tell me if I'm missing anything. Do you guys see anything I'm missing right now? I think that it looks good. We have our ability to control... Oh, you know what we are missing? Yeah, no, we are missing something. We need... Well, no, because this... It has reaction wheels. Let's just double check the reaction wheels that it has. We'll go to probe core. We use this one here. And if we hit shift, it'll show more. That's the button I've been looking for this whole time. Okay, so it does have pitch, yaw, and roll. So between the pitch, yaw, and roll, the pitch, yaw, and roll, and our xenon engine, we should be good on surface, on controlling it in space. So now what we need is let's real quick look at docking. Would it be under structures? Hub, truss, truss adapter, truss resizer, tube. Truss resizer, oh cool. Beam, adapter, engine mount, clamp, strut, no, coupling, docking ports. Okay, what docking ports do we have here? The extra small. Right, so... Because what I would like is to have a way to, if need be, refuel the satellite. Now, it probably will not need this for a very long time, but the ability to attach and refuel to this is going to be key. So I'm going to put a docking port on the side there that we could access if need be. Now, the question is, if these are extended, we can't get into that, you see? So this is going to be in the extended position. And if that's the case, then this docking clamp is going to have a problem when it comes time to, you know, if we have to refuel, we probably don't have the power to open and close those. Although, not necessarily. But maybe we should put this up more in this position. So what we're going to do is I'll put my clamp over here, pull off these. We're going to put a clamp there, and then we will spike these bad boys on. Actually, you know what? We can put these here. Yeah, let's symmetry these up and put them on here. All right, yeah, like that. Sweet. And then that doesn't get in the way of these, does it? It does not, and now that leaves us some space to get our docking port, which now that we're doing that, we're going to take this, we'll triple our batteries again, and then we will just put this bad boy on here by itself, and that leaves us one more slot to run things with. Now, is there anything else we need to have on here? What else should we have on this bad boy? Antennas. Electrical, solar generator, heat shields. Intakes, nose cones, tail sections, trussing. We need a crew cabin. Wait, crew cabin. Cargo. Coupling and separation. Struts. I think we're good on that. The only thing I could think of is maybe putting a nuck on here. Maybe we should have a nuck. So just in case, this will produce a small amount of power. All right, that is our satellite. So now we just need 3 of these bad boys. Okay, so now can I... How do we do the thing? New workspace. No. We're going to save this as... Sat1. Save. Oh no, that's the workspace. How do I just save the, I'm like forgetting. It's been so long since we've played. Let's see here. Part picker. It would be nice if I didn't have a giant glare on my screen. We're just gonna go ahead and save this like this, I guess. It would be nice if it wasn't so loud. Let's go ahead and... Do we not have the ability to make subcategories or subparts? What's up, Crimson Dragon? Welcome. Do we not have the ability to make the subparts, you know, where we can, like, make this a subassembly, put it in here, and then pull it back out? Am I missing that? Color manager. Launch assembly. Assembly anchors. Whoa. Engineers reports. Part manager. Trip planner. Action group manager. Kerbal manager. I'm guessing not. I don't see the ability to do that. Somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong here. Save, revert. Trip planner? Kerbal, one-way trip. Oh, that's cool. Shows you how much Delta V you're going to need. That's new. Action Group Manager. Okay, so there's that. But I still can't find my sub-assemblies. Whoa! Check it out. Boat launch? We're definitely launching this off of a boat. We got different launch points. We didn't see that last time. Okay, so now let's see if I open. Okay, here we go. Some stock vehicles. If I open this and, is it merge? Aha! It does work. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, open. This one, merge. There we go. Now we have 3 of them. 3 satellites. Now we can start building our rocket to send these bad boys up. So let's start with how we're going to do that. And the way I think we're going to do that is a triple stack decoupler. Nope, that's going to be too small. What about this one? Nope. I think what we're going to have to do is kind of do it manually. So let's get ourselves... Got all these new parts I haven't seen before. Hub. Okay. Truss. This game is about truss. Truss resizers and tube. Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to start with is let's go into our decouplers. So we're going to have to decouple parts from there on each one. Okay. So now we can pop them off. Now we just need to create some sort of... So let's start with a big-ass fuel tank of methylox. Like this bad boy here. Okay, we've got this. Now we need a platform on this. Oh, that's tiny. That's better. Right, so now we're going to translate this bad boy and we're going to pull him over this way. Now, one thing we have to be careful while doing this is the center of mass on the rocket, which this is not the root part. We need to make assembly anchor. Ah, okay, so there we go. It's this launch assembly button. That's the one we want. Now, I think we're going to need at least 2 of these tall. What's this medium one like? Oh, no, that's way too big. Okay, so... Although, yeah, I think we have to use these smaller ones, right? Because what we're going to have to do is... Where's my hubs? Yep, like that, and then... it's Alt-click, by the way, if you were wondering how to copy and paste. Just found out. Alright, and then we're going to attach our decoupler. Wait, why is that decoupler fucking sideways? Okay. what keeps happening there, but something. Reattach our decoupler the right way. It's gonna mess it up. No matter how many times I do it, it's gonna go the wrong way. Okay, so there's our satellites there. You can see that it's throwing off our center of mass a little bit. So we're gonna take our translate tool here, and we're gonna move this over this way. It's not quite great because we've got our, they're not going to fit quite inside. So let's take this whole thing off here for a second. So now we've got them attached. How we want to launch them, perhaps, we'll throw that back in there. And this... Or maybe... Okay, I have a better idea all of a sudden. Can we control Z? Is that a thing in this game? It is not. Oh, wait. Perhaps. I hit control Z and something happened. Oh, it did. Okay, control Z, control Z. Oh, there's an undo button right here, too. Let's just keep undoing. Because I think it's going to be better to take these instead of trying to replay them. One more. One more. One more. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take this and go like that. We're just going to take our rocket from last time that we know can get to space at least. We didn't save our rocket from last time. Oh, that's cool. Well... I thought we saved our rocket as the Moon 1. Let's merge this stock one here, this K2. Oh wow, look at this damn thing. I think this will work as long as there's no safety issues coming off it. So we shouldn't have too big of a problem. What I'd like to do is we're gonna triple this. And can we just put things on to our rocket? It doesn't seem. So why does this truss not want to attach to anything is my question. Thought that was the whole point of the trussing. Okay, now it wants to attach things. Okay. So we go like that. Grab this bad boy. Oh, same thing. The coupler is turning the wrong way. Why is that attaching like that? Oh, let's attach it to this one. It'll be straighter. I don't understand. Control Z.
Listen.
Grumple, thank you for the $10. How does this compare to KSP1 so far? So far, it is looking very much like KSP1. As far as... Now, yeah, this whole fucking thing just went backwards, so let's just get rid of that. It's pretty good. I will say I can't wait to see some of the new features. Right now, it just seems like it's pretty much just KSP1 remastered at the moment. Now that might just be my opinion. And then these we're just gonna delete because we now have 3 of them on a rocket looking terrible. but it's okay because we're going to do the age-old... You know, I know how to make things in this game work, and there is one tool, unlike any other tool in this game, and that is called space tape. So let's get ourselves some space tape here, and we're going to go ahead and strut the fuck up. What am I attached to right now? Oh. Never mind. Okay, dog, quit tripping. Let's get a new one. There we go. So that should be stable, and hopefully our satellites have enough heat tolerance to get through the atmosphere. So we need to get into orbit and release our satellites so that they can also get into orbit in their positions. So I think that we're going to save. This is going to be Sat Launcher 1. We'll save it. And we're not launching from the launch pad. We're going to launch from that boat. Let's launch this thing. Oh, wait, hold on. Bob Kerman, Jebediah, and let's go ahead and we got to send Tim C. Tim C, who is he a scientist? I can't tell. It doesn't tell you their jobs anymore. Is that not a thing? Our 3 xenon engines in our parachute, our decoupler here, decoupler there, decouple them. So the first thing should definitely not be decoupling. Let's just go ahead and move that up. The first thing should be the launch and the launch, those two launching together. Then we're going to separate. Then once we're up there, we will not decouple. What is this decoupler here? Ooh, wait, I think we might run into an actual problem. But hopefully we won't need to decouple until we actually get into that second stage. We're going to have to just do a test here and find out what happens. So let's go ahead and launch now and see how this goes. We're going to say this is a simulation. Oh, I'm ready to fly. Oh, okay. So by boat launch, you meant somewhere to launch boats, not like launch off of a boat. Fuck it. Oh god. Oh no, no, no. Stabilize! Stabilize! How do I turn off page? I need to turn this stupid fucking thing off. Excuse my French, but she is pissing me off. Settings, gameplay, skip launch sequence. No, where's the damn tutorial? General. Allow, revert, allow quick load, unbreakable, infinite propellant. No. Require signal for control. Yes. No crash damage, breakable joints. No way. How do I shut up page? The fact that I don't have an option to shut up page is a problem. Max persistent debris, max patches to display input, audio levels. Oh, we could go ahead and turn that down a little, huh? Audio listening mode. User interfaces, temperature gauges, accessibility, and graphics. I don't see a way to turn her off. But I would really like a way to turn her off. Okay, so we're gonna need to revert to VAB. Because apparently boat launch means you're making boats. We're gonna need to go ahead and... How's the stream going? I'm getting some error codes here. GD Cat, what's going on? Even though KSP2 is new, is there still room for RSS or OPM challenges in KSP1? I'm not sure if we will see more challenges. You mean like from the channel here? I might be down to play some Kerbal Space Program 1. Still, I'm not against it. If there's a liking for it and people want to see it, I'm a little more familiar like with this new system here. Let's see. It says that I'm skipping frames. I wonder why that is. I'm gonna kill this. Maybe that'll help. Let me see if I can't free up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so boat launch, not a boat launch, not a boat launcher, but I do want to go to lucky pad number 3. And let's see what happens on pad 3. Wow. Okay, Wigglesaurus. We want SAS on. I don't think the aerodynamics like these satellites, but we're going to find out anyways. Launch! We're doing good. She's seeming stable. I don't want to jinx it now, but we are... Oh, wow, that's a much longer runway. And there's the boat launch. So that runway, I can't wait to do some planes. Maybe we'll have to mess around with some planes next episode. But I really want to get these satellites up. It looks like we're about to burn through our solid engines here. I'm going to go ahead and turn down my thrust on my main engine because we don't want to burn it all. And we're going to start our turn here. Very slowly. We're going to start leaning, using what air drag we have. We're getting a little bit of twist. The satellites are heavy and they're going to throw us off a little bit, but we're about to do our stage separation. Up, and prepare yourselves. Stage release. Successful separation. We're on our way up. We're going back to full blast. We should be able to start burning. Apoapsis is supposed to be 14,000. We need to get that a little bit higher before we cut our burn. We are running low on fuel in this stage, and that scares me because then the rest of this will decouple when it blasts. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move the position of the satellites further north on this rocket. We might have to restructure this rocket as a whole. Let's go ahead and tell this to line itself up prograde. Start pushing that. We've got 20,000 as our apoapsis now. And I'm going to cut it there. I'm going to cut it at 21,000 as our apoapsis. We're going to lose a little bit. Hopefully not too much as we are exiting the atmosphere here, but we are not quite high enough. And we're going to blast again now as we reach our apoapsis. Maybe we should start breaking these episodes up into 2 parts, where one episode we're doing building, and then the next episode we launch the fly. What's up, Sam? And so we have lost all fuel. We are clearly not going to make orbit here. And if we detach here, there goes our satellites. And there's our next stage section there. So, unfortunately, this is not going to work for what we want. We're going to go ahead and retrograde here. And we're going to burn ourselves back down for a capture. As we lower ourselves back in to the planet now, burning off that speed. Our surface velocity is still over 500 here. Nice to meet you as well, Sam the Pokemon. What's up? Yes, it did look sick, but we unfortunately put the satellites too low where they weren't actually on the second stage here, so we need to move them up onto the second stage because that first stage just does not have enough fuel to get us into orbit. We're going to have to restructure these rockets here, but for now, we are just bringing ourselves back down into the ocean to get our Kerbals safely back to the ground. Now I'm going to wait until we get a little lower here into the atmosphere. We're just gonna burn off that speed as we lower down into the ocean. We'll send a boat to come pick up our Kerbals. Just gotta watch our G-forces as we come down here. Using all of our fuel to make sure that this landing is as soft as possible. Before we blast our final We've actually got so much. Alright, we're gonna drop. Now we should be straight dropping into the ocean here. We've burned off all of our sideways speed. We want to make sure we don't accelerate too far as we get closer now. I am going to actually burn the rest of this. Well, Sam, we're going to have to plan a mission to rescue him for sure. We can't leave a Kerbal stranded on the moon. No Kerbal left behind. Okay, we are blasting. We are 1,400 off of the ground. We need to engage our parachute here. We're just going to... There we go. Alright, we're going to cut our engines. We're going to drop that rocket stage. And hopefully that will crash into the ocean with enough force to eviscerate it, allowing us a nice safe landing with our Kerbals into the water. Now, this mission did not go according to plan, but I will say that we have not lost anybody, and I take that as a victory. We will restructure our rocket, and we will try again. It's been a while since I've gotten into Kerbal. And I feel like a lot of the engines and parts have... Alright, look at that. And with a safe landing, our Kerbals bob up and down, waiting to be recovered. Is there a recover button? Last time I tried to do an EVA, I exploded, so we're not going to do that. There's no stages left. What does this button do? Okay. Recover vessel. There we go. Recover. Excellent. You didn't crash. That is true. We did lose millions and millions of dollars worth of space parts, but... well, the Kerbal economy is rich. So we are going to close. We'll go back to our VAB. You are correct, Sam. We need more power. And I think I know how we're going to accomplish that. We're going to extend our first stage here. I think if anything, we could possibly change this up where we can use a nuclear engine as our delivery system, since it will be a lot more fuel efficient. Excuse me. Let's see. Under engines, methalox, solid fuel, jet engine, monopropellant, xenon, and hydrogen. Here's my nerve, and the swerve. Whoa! Now that is a delivery system. The swerve hydrogen engine. Yes. More balls. Oh, I love this. That's so cool. But not quite what we're doing right now. What we need right now is a large hydrogen. I wonder how long that will be. Let's see. We're going to call a new space. We need to run some tests. You doing creative mode? Creative mode. What? Not creative. Oh, sandbox. Yes, I'm not playing a career right now. I just kind of wanted to get in and get used to the parts and get used to all the new mechanics before I went and tried to get going. So what I do want to do now, though, is what we're going to do is a quick test. So we're going to go ahead and put on a cockatoo. How many people does this hold? Crew required 1. Oh, it's a 5-seat. That's cool. 4 seats to get Jeb, Vol, and Bill. Let's stop arguing over who's got to go down on a landing. Okay. Oh, I like this cockpit, too. We're going to be able to make some really cool stuff here on the channel. And trust me, we're going to be playing a lot of this. Maybe you'll get to Duna. No guarantees and subject to restrictions. Use at own risk. What I want to test, though, is let's see with the hydrogen. Hey, Sam the Pokemon just became a bro. Thank you so much, my man. We appreciate you. Definitely stick around. We're going to be playing this a lot, and we're going to be building all sorts of crazy stuff. I want to do a test here, and the test we are doing currently is strut, clamp, one of these. Okay, we can go ahead and triple that up. Okay, so I want to look. We've got 3,300 Delta V, so what we're actually going to do real quick is we're just going to do a little test on Launchpad 1 and see what we are looking at. So we're going to go ahead and just launch this. I know that nuclear engines do not do a lot in atmosphere, but I just want to see realistically, like, how quickly it's going to burn through this fuel tank. So really what I'm looking at is the hydrogen level here as it blows. So there we go. We're looking at full burn. That's not going to last very long. Can we actually... Will this... Yeah, see, it doesn't even have enough power. But seeing how fast this is actually going to burn down is exactly what I wanted to test. Alright, for Bob's safety, we can cut this now. I have the information I need, which is that it does not last very long. We're going to need a much bigger tank than that. All said and done. So now that he is not dead, we're going to go ahead and revert to our vehicle assembly building and try to build our launch system. We're going to use a bigger hydrogen tank. We will attach our satellites with a probe core. Well, there's no need to send Kerbals up, I think, on this satellite mission. Although, yeah, there's no need to risk good Kerbal lives when this could be a drone-piloted mission. I keep saying it every episode, but I think I need to move Kerbal into my M2 drive. Running Kerbal from my external is pretty slow. The load times are insane. So for next episode, someone please remind me after this to change that file location for Kerbal so that way we can get a little quicker load times and things in here. This is a very resource-intensive game as far as loading up parts and things like that from files. So we're going to go like this. We're going to start fresh. We're going to need a hydrogen tank. So with the hydrogen tank, we use the large, small one. Now we can use this double large one. Hopefully this will give us what we're looking for. We'll slap our swerve on there. And then here on the top, this is where we will come in with our trussing here. We're looking for a nice hub, medium hub, a small hub, like so. I wish there was like a triangle instead of... Maybe we'll do this differently. You know what we need? We need... Not a tube. Where are my fairings? There's my fairings. Let's put a fairing on here. Then we can go into our trussing. We'll grab ourselves a round truss. That's humongous. Right, and then we'll grab some extra smalls here. We're going to triple it up because we have 3. Although, actually, we don't even need this center tube because we can just do it with that, right? Yes, I think we can. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab these bad boys. Nope. Wrong section. Truss. We'll grab some extra smalls here. And we're just going to put them about like that. Now we should be able to open... our new satellite. Our new satellite we had here. We can merge it. Where did it go? I think it's inside. It is. We'll grab our sweet little satellite here. We'll triple it up. And it didn't work. Now, why didn't that work? There we go. Now it's tripled. We do just need to probably adjust that a little. Maybe like that, and then if we just pull them half a step out like that, now nobody's touching. I don't know if you've ever been on a road trip with your siblings, but there's nothing worse than when somebody's touching you. I think for the fairing though, it's going to be better if we center press them like so. So this is going to be what we're working with. Although now that I see this, I don't know if this fairing is going to be great. Let's add a next layer. We'll go straight up like that. We'll add a new layer. And now we can start pinching. I don't want to add too crazy of a cone. And we're going to go like that and seal that in. Complete. Alright, that's not too crazy of a head. I'd say mine's thicker. So from here, we're going to go ahead and scroll down here. Now we've got, this is the vehicle that will launch. We've got our, we need a, how do you add one there. We don't want these xenon drives firing. And we don't want our fairing firing until we are ready. So this is what is going to move us around in orbit to get us going. From there, we're going to need a decoupler, a large one at least. There we go. That should cover that. A stack separator. Check both sides. This one ejects one way. We're actually going to use the stack decoupler so that it pushes the two away from each other. That way we can get the best separation from our initial launch stage, which we're now going to build. And we're going XL. No. We're going to have to go large. We're just going to have to... Now, can I change the size of this? Last time we were able to change the size of parts and such. That's fine though. We're going to alt-click to grab another one. We're going to double stack that. My OCD is killing me, so we're going to flip. That way we can put the black lines together. Gives it a nicer look in my opinion. And we're going to go ahead and... I don't think that's going to be enough, but we are going to throw on our large, let's see, we've got the Rhino, which has a max thrust at atmosphere of 15 and a max thrust of 37, so we definitely are going to want to put a Mammoth on there. Although the Labradoodle, I'm just kidding. So there is our section there. Now, of course, we need more power. We need way more power. Fairings, I think it'll be under decouplers, won't it? Radial decouplers, that's what we're looking for. Looking for these big boys here. Actually, it would probably be best if we spread them out. So, we're actually going to do 6 of these bad boys. Right there. Where's our center of mass? I was a little low. We're going to keep our center of mass there. Now we're going to go back to our fuel tanks because we are going to need some solid, it'll be under engine, solid fuel boosters. And we're going to grab the big boys here, the Clydesdales, because I am getting into spash. Okay. Got our Clydesdale package there. Well, before we do that, we need, we're going to take these small ones, these Cepatrons. If you guys have not used these before, they're great. What you're going to want to do is put them on the tip of your rocket here. Like so, and face them outward. Like that. And then I'm going to put some on the bottom too, because I want this whole thing to get clear of my rocket. So what these are going to do is when it detaches, it is going to separate from everything else. I think these are actually upside down now, so we're going to put those on 6 and line up our center of mass again. Grab our rockets there. And boom. Now we want to make sure our Septrons are facing the right way. They are. You can tell because the little nozzle is facing the rocket. So when these separate, they will push off. From there, we are going to need some nose cones. Nosy cones. That's too small. Need a large nose cone. No, those are too big. That's a huge nose cone. It's actually the medium ones. Okay, so we've got the medium ones there. Now, last but not least, we need to make sure that this thing stays stable in the air. So we're going to start right here with a 6-pack and get our angle here. Why is that being a weirdo? I don't understand why they're all strutting weird like that. Let's see. Let's try to redo that here. Maybe if we do it off of these first. It's hard to get the angle right. So that I can line her up. There we go. And now, why is it doing that? Why is it getting all wiggity crossed? Something is afoot. I don't understand why it's screwing up. Should be on 6 times. Now, why is it doing that? That is weird. It should be strutting them all to themselves equally. I don't know why it's not. We've strutted them together. Let's go ahead and put this on the launch pad and see how unstable it really is. Otherwise, we're going to have to go in there and manually strut each one of those. Yeah, and you can see them just straight up. Apparently not even attached to the rocket. Apparently none of this is attached, which makes no fucking sense. Okay, so we're going to have to revert to the VAB and find out why literally nothing is attached to my rocket. What's up with that? I can hear my hard drive screaming over there as it's trying to load everything. I don't know if going for the super awesome graphics is going to help the performance of this game. So yeah, what the actual fuck? I'll just go ahead and say it. None of this is actually attached. Let's see, our launch build. That's attached. Okay. Now, let's try this again, strutting. Let's see if it's... Hopefully... See, it's still doing that cross shit. Which makes me feel like something is up. What am I doing wrong here? I'm missing something clearly. Let's find out what I'm doing wrong. Because it's saying these aren't even attached right now, apparently. So let's look at the anchors. Whoa, how did I do that? Control Z. Oh, I fucked something up. Okay, hold on. Oh, I see. It's saying that that one thing is the rocket. That's not true. This... Okay, so now that that piece is selected as the anchor point, let's try reattaching these again. Maybe this will change the issue we're currently facing. Ah, gotcha. Okay, now, if it worked, we should be able to strut correctly. And we can't, because this game is broken. Why is it doing that? Why is it like trying to do symmetry and 6-point at the same time? That makes no sense. Is it because I put these on here? Okay. I think let's do this. We're gonna grab new Clydesdales here. And we're only going to attach... Well, let's get rid of these first. We're gonna get new everything, starting from the get. Okay, we got these here. Looking at our center of mass. Boom. Got our Clyde here. Alright, actually attached this time. Let's go ahead and try to put the strut on before the nose cone. Okay, what if I do it down here? Yeah, why are the struts not working with the... radial tool? That's a serious fucking problem. I've just got like 600 struts on this rocket. Alright, we're gonna throw this whole thing in here. Now, is this just a me thing, or is this the game not functioning correctly? I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it's me. But we're gonna try some separated tests. Like this. Where's my Clydesdales? And my struts. See, now it's working. So something was up. Because the struts are working fine now. I just built it in reverse, built the part separately. I think it's something to do with the way the satellites are on there. It's not liking it. So we're gonna build it and then move it on to there. We'll grab like this. We're just gonna lower that down a little. We want it to line up a little better with our bottom. Awesome. We gotta remember to get these back on here now because we took them off. So what we can do is actually come to this piece here. Yeah, we'll put one on this side. And then we'll put one on this side. This parts manager out of my face. There. So that should help separate those bad boys. And we will rinse and repeat on the bottom like we did last time. Awesome. We're just gonna there we go. A little more lined up. Sweet. Okay. Much better. We figured it out. Now we can take a rocket and attach it in the center. We'll go ahead and get some nose cones back on here. Everybody loves a good nose cone. Now this should be able to launch. The thing we are missing currently is a few things, actually. We need a stacked coupler now. In here, we're going to need our engine. There. We'll put this on top, except for we're going to need two other things. We're going to need some power, battery, and we're going to need a probe to control it. Now, in order for that probe to work, it's going to need some antennae, which we will add in the form of for these bad boys. And we will see these open up. Glad to have you back. Are they internal? I think I might have fucked that one up. Control Z. Control Z one more time. Because we're actually going to use these ones here. Just to be safe. So I've got in here my satellites. We've got our hydrogen with our delivery system. And all this is out of order. Okay, so starting down here, we have our xenon drives. Those need to go at the end. We've got our Clydesdales. Yes, we've got our 21 separatrons. We want our separatrons in 2 when we detach our decoupler here. Here's our booster engine. That should go up in 3. What is this? Our stack separator that can go along with that. Where is our main drive? There it is. This needs to be down in 1. So, launch, launch. Separate, launch, separate, and produce the hydrogen. What are these here? I don't know what this is. Our nose cone fairing. What are these? They don't show. I don't know what these are, so what we're going to do is we're going to drag them all into 7. 21. Hold on. 21 plus 3. I think these are the Septitrons here. They are. Those need to go down. There's 24 because there's 6 times. Yep, those are okay. Those are the other Septitrons. So now we can get rid of these random ass stages. So from the beginning, we've got the launch, our separation launches. We've got our main hydrogen with our stack decoupler, and then all of this can come at the same time. These never need to be launched at all. Now, what is this last guy here? I'm not seeing anything green showing up. You missed me messing around with Kerbal Space Program for way too long. You know, we're gonna... Is this one of my Clydesdales? It is. Okay. So I think we are doing good. This is going to be the Sat-1. Overwrite. Yes. Okay, I think we are ready to launch. We are not. We're missing one fundamental thing that I forgot. We're going to need some aerodynamics on here. We need some stabilizers. I don't know why that's like that. We're going to put it right here in the center. Need to turn that on 6. Because we don't want this rocket flailing in the wind. Okay, and we're just going to scoot these up a bit. Alright. Well, it wouldn't be Kerbal Space Program if we didn't forget something, so let's go ahead and launch and see what happens. This will be our final launch. Win or fail. Okay, the satellites immediately fell off, so they were never attached. Alright, we failed. See you guys next week. No, let's go back and... Fuck. Let's go back and find out why this was not attached here. I don't know what's going on. Why that didn't, why the satellites aren't attached. They were attached from the beginning, so it shouldn't be a problem. I think what we'll do is I'll have to go in and clip all these loading screens out of the video. Lunch. Oh, launch. Yeah, you know, lunch too. Launch. You want me to launch my lunch? Okay, let's find out right here. Why are you guys not attached? Okay. There's got to be a way that I can, There we go. Get in here to work, right? We're just gonna add one more strut just to hold those in place. Oh, I goofed something up. See, I don't like the way that's spinning. That's not good. Clicking, dropped all the way down. Okay. Yeah, why are they off-centered to their own fucking engines is my question. There we go. That's why we were having the issues. Okay. So they were cockeyed. Now let's see if we can't go in and strut them. Just to hold them in place. Okay, we're gonna launch. We're not messing with it anymore. Trial and error. That's how you get to space. And the satellites immediately just fell through again. What in the Kraken is going on? Catastrophic failure on the launch pad. I honestly have no idea what's happening in this game and why nothing will stay together. What just happened now? How did the whole thing just come apart? And there goes all the viewers, because I don't know what I'm doing. No, but for real, I have no idea why. I've played over 1,000 hours of KSP1 and I've never had this much trouble building a rocket. It's like the parts don't want to anchor together. I don't understand why. Do I have to weld them together or something? Is there some new mechanic I'm unaware of? I'm not quite sure. If anybody knows, please let me know what's going on. And why this is not working. We didn't have this much problem last time. We just built a rocket and went straight to space. It failed, but... Because now this wasn't even attached. again. Those should be up there. All that stayed together. It's up here that just wants to fall apart, it seems. Seems like we're just a little buggy. There was an update, and now I don't know if it was that update that's causing none of this to work. Now, do I have to... Let's right-click on this piece. Do I have to weld this in or something? It doesn't have any options. Alright, everything is attached according to... It doesn't look attached though, does it? The whole thing looks wonky. Here's what I'm gonna do. I forgot we need a round piece. Okay. It's not as user-friendly, I would say, at the moment. I don't understand why all this is goofing. We're going to have to just recap this fairing here once we figure this out. Let's go ahead and tilt that angle out a little so they're not clipping. Okay, I just want to test right here. Let's save this like this. I'm going to go into the launch and see if these just fall off again. And they're just falling off. The batteries are staying, though. This is all... What in the actual fuck is happening? Like, how did all this stay? What is this attached to, then? Something is going buggy here. We're gonna have to play around with this and figure out why this is being so buggy. Because this all stayed, and then everything else just literally fell apart. Even where the decoupler is attached. Are the parts breaking? Is that it? They're just breaking under the weight of it? But I mean, how much do those satellites really weigh? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to call it here. I'm going to play around with this and find out what's going on, and next time when we come back, hopefully, they will have fixed whatever bug this is, or I will have figured it out. But, you know, I can't just keep sitting here messing with this all day, and none of you want to watch that anyways. So, thanks for joining us in this half episode of fuckery. I don't know what to call it, but it's, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to play with this some more, and maybe tomorrow we'll be back with some more Kerbal Space Program if I figure it out. I will let you know in the Discord, and I will let you know on the YouTube channel when I schedule my next stream. Don't forget to check us out every night at 8. Tonight we're playing Sons of the Forest with the bros. Come check it out. And hopefully I will figure this out. But until next time, guys, you guys have a good afternoon.